If you like to dance to a slamming sound and you like having lots of friends around.
And if you're one of those kids who lives by the rule that sad is bad and happy is cool.
Ooh, little buddy, you're about to see you're in the very best place that you could be.
Hey, it's Lamb Chops, play along. Where kids come to play along and fun things that all we ever do. Yeah, it's Lamb Chops, play along.
Come join the kids and play along.
We got a lot of good stuff for you.
Make a muscle, squeeze it tight. Really squeeze with all your might. Now the other arm. Let me see just how strong you've grown to be. Make two muscles, left and right. Come on and pump it up. Out of sight. Hey, you're getting strong.
Now let's go back to the song. Lamb Chops, play along. Where kids come to play along and fun things are all we ever do.
Yeah, it's Lamb Chops, play along. Join the kids and
Play along. We got a lot of good stuff for you.
and you and you
And you.
and you. Yeah, and especially you. This is my friend Cherish. Isn't that a beautiful name? Why'd your mommy name you Cherish?
Because it's like love.
It means like love. Absolutely. I bet she loves you to pieces. Do you like to make puppets? Yeah, me too. I love to make puppets. Well, every household has a glove that has lost its friend. Do you ever lose just one glove? Oh, everybody does. And when you lose just one glove, it's no fun to wear it, but it's fun to play with it. And here's how to make the goofiest puppet. You will love it. Out of paper, you cut a head with ears, you cut two hands, and you cut a tail. Now, on the other side of my head, I drew a goofy monkey. You may draw anything you want to draw. You can draw a happy face. It doesn't matter. Now, Cherish is going to make this puppet. Cherish, first of all, would you put glue right on the back of the monkey head? And, oh, that's good. That's good. Ooh, okay, now I'm going to take it. Now, you put glue on the back of each hand while I start to construct the puppet. So right near the fingers, I'm going to stick the monkey's head. Ooh, 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 excuse me for poking you in the face, monkey. Good, I'll take that hand, Cherish. Thank you. And I'm going to put that hand at the bottom of one of the fingers of the glove. That's good, you did it. You did it, just a dollop. Ah, nookie, sticky stuff. And now I'm going to put this finger at the bottom of the other. And now I'm going to put a bit of glue at the very base of the tail. And I'll put the tail right over here where my wrist is. Now I'm going to leave this. Ooh, I think my finger is stuck. Now I'm going to put this on because the one that Cherish has gotten all gluey has to dry. And there's your spunky monkey puppet. Isn't that funny? This puppet can walk, and it can sit, and it can scratch its leg. And this is a puppet that you will enjoy making and playing with, and I think it can walk all over the table. And there are two spunky monkey puppets ready to do their monkey shines.
A tongue twister is a phrase that really makes you crazy. 'Cause even when you're wide awake, your tongue is often lazy.
If this one isn't hard enough, we will find you tougher stuff.
But if you feel you cannot miss, try your tongue out this. Oh, there were two little baby skunks, and their names were In and Out. If out was out, in was in, and if out came in would go out. Sometimes in would just wander away. Well, one day the mama skunk said, Out. Go out and find in, and within seconds, out dragged in, and Mama Skunk said, Out. How did you find in so fast? And Out said, Instinct. Do you get it?
This is such a nice game. You wiggle your finger. Come on, wiggle your finger. Put it on your nose. Grab your ear, and you hum. Oh, don't worry. I'll tell you what to hum. You'll know what to hum. Just wiggle your finger, put it on your nose, and grab your ear, and hum along with me. Come on. Wiggle your finger, put it on your nose, grab your ear and hum. While we're a long face, what's the use? Flap your arms and act like a goose, then wiggle your finger, put it on your nose, grab your ear and hum. Now you know my secret charm, I learned it from my cat. But since I passed it on to you, won't you keep it under your hat? It's such an awful easy thing, you don't have to dance, you don't have to sing, just wiggle your finger, put it on your nose, grab your ear and hum. Wiggle your finger, put it on your nose, grab your ear and hum. You haven't a fin, you haven't a tail, and you'll never be as long as a whale, but you can wiggle your finger, put it on your nose, grab your ear and hum. Wiggle your finger, put it on your nose, grab your ear and hum. Hum.
Hey, you got a franc for me?
Hi, Charlie Horse. Are you all finished delivering your newspapers?
I got no newspapers.
You're sold out?
I walked out.
You quit?
Well, no, not exactly. You see, I gave the editor-in-chief of the newspaper some information.
Yeah?
And he fired me.
No.
Yeah.
Well, what information did you give him?
I told him this newspaper stank.
Oh, I see. That'll do it every time.
Yeah, well, I told him, I said, I could turn out a better newspaper on my home computer. And that's just what I'm gonna do.
You were going to start your own newspaper.
I am. Oh, Charlie Horse. Oh, Charlie Horse, could I please be a reporter on your newspaper? Just like on television, I'll cover a story. Wally! I don't think so, Lance.
Charlie?
If I can't be a reporter on your paper, I am going to tell Sally some gossip that I heard about your latest math test.
What gossip?
Gee, the new gossip reporter for the Charlie News wouldn't do a thing like that. That's what I'm going to be, yeah. The gossip reporter? Yeah. Oh, boy.
Wait a minute. What math test?
No, never mind, Sherry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Landchop. Find some gossip. I got a newspaper to turn out. I'm the editor of the smallest paper in the world.
Yes, I guess that more or less it's the smallest paper in the world.
But if the crook confesses, we'll roll the presses.
We're right at the scene of the crime.
So what have you got to lose?
If you got a nose for news, we'll all have a wonderful.
We'll have a wonderful time.
When I was in Mexico, I heard a funny joke. I heard it in Spanish. And I only speak a little Spanish, but I love to speak Spanish. And so I wrote down the joke in Spanish, and I translated it so I can do it for you. All right, now, and you can do it for your friends and for your parents. It's pretty funny. You hold up your hand, while you hold up your hand like this, and you say, here's the baby. Mama says don't touch the baby. Papa says don't touch the baby. Grandma says don't touch the baby. Grandpa says don't touch the baby. Sister says don't touch the baby. Now, Wiley, do you remember where's the baby? Don't touch the baby.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
Blanchard? Well, did you dig up a big gossip story for the newspaper?
I'm not sure.
Well, how can you not be sure?
Well, I have some facts, but I don't know what they mean.
Ah, well, tell me the facts. That is an editor-in-chief's job, to help his reporters sort out the facts and then to jump to conclusions.
Okay. Here I go. I was sneaking around in I was looking for news in Sally's closet, and
Go on.
I can't go on. It's too horrible.
come on, tell me. What's too horrible?
Well, there it was,
There what was?
hanging on a hook right behind Sally's bathrobe.
Tell me what you found.
This.
Why, I do believe that's Santa Claus's hat.
Yes, it is.
If he left that here, boy, I'll bet he had a cold head by the time he got home to the North Pole.
More than his head must have been cold. He left an entire suit of Santa's clothes and a white beard, and they're all in Sally's closet.
I knew it. Oh, you know, I had a feeling last Christmas, and now I know that I'm right. Wait a second, I gotta type this thing out. Oh, there we go.
What are you doing, Charlie Horse?
I'm writing the headline for Charlie's News. It's gonna read, "There is no Santa Claus."
Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, no, wait. It's gonna read, "Santa is a fake."
There is no Santa Claus. Oh, no. Say it isn't so.
It's betcha time, and though I've never met ya, I know something you can't do. I betcha. I'll teach you how to do what I propose. Ready, set, here goes.
It's tricks with sticks time. I'm using cotton swab sticks. You can use any kind of sticks. You can use pencils or straws or toothpicks, but you can see cotton swab sticks very clearly, so that's why I'm using them. Take a look. I have here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cotton swab sticks. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 5 and 4 is 9. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 and 4 is 9. And then you say to your friend, I bet you I can show you how 5 and 4 makes 10. And your friend will say, come on. And you say, watch. You take your 5 sticks and you add them to your 4 sticks in this way. And 5 and 4 makes T-E-N, 10.
You'll get a lot of laughter, I've no doubt. I bet you if you'll only try it out.
Santa Claus is a fake? Why would Charlie Horse write such a thing in his newspaper?
Because we have proof.
Proof? Wait a minute.
Yes, proof.
What kind of proof?
We found Santa Claus's clothes in your closet.
I see.
I saw. Well, what's Santa Claus's clothes doing in your closet?
I don't know. Santa Claus must have left them there last year when he came to our house.
Are you asking me to believe that Santa Claus goes into people's closets and takes off his clothes?
Yes.
I can't believe that. Are you asking me to believe that at this moment Santa Claus is running around in one of your beaded gowns?
Yes.
I can't believe that. Lamb Chop, you think that because I'm a little kid, I'm a big idiot? No, you think that because I'm a little kid, I'm a big idiot? No, you think that because I'm little, I'm immature in my mind and I have no control over my emotions? Well, that's not so!
Lamb Chop, all right.
You could tell me.
I could tell you what?
I could take it.
What?
I've been around.
Tell you what?
Say it.
Say what?
There is no...
What?
There is no...
What? Lamb Chop, say it.
There is no... Santa Claus. Is there?
Well, is that what you want me to say?
Yes, say it. Say it.
There is no Santa Claus.
Don't say that!
Oh, I was just kidding.
Oh, what a relief.
However, when Santa Claus goes down people's chimneys, he gets very dirty. And so he keeps extra suits of clothes in closets all over the world so that he can change.
You're asking me to believe that?
Yes.
I can't believe that. You think that just because I'm little and you're all adults, you can tell me anything and I'll believe it? Well, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. And I'm not going to believe something like that you tell me unless you're sure that's the reason.
Yes, I'm positive.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, then I'll mail my letter.
What letter?
I wrote to Santa Claus to tell him what I wanted for Christmas.
No kidding.
No kidding.
And what did you ask for?
Everything.
What?
Everything.
Everything?
Yeah, that's what he's got.
What?
He's got dogs, trains, airplanes, skates, skis, Christmas trees, hats and coats and shoes and socks and bats and boats and building blocks, gloves, scarves, ties, mittens, parakeets and little kittens, baseball mitts and tennis rackets, sewing kits and dinner jackets. Name a kid and it is yours. Compliment to Santa Claus. Merry Christmas.
Once upon a time, there was a fisherman, and he set out to catch a huge catfish that nobody had been able to catch. In fact, his friends bet him a good old American dollar that he wasn't going to catch that catfish. Well, he was determined, and so he rowed from one side of the lake to the other and back again, searching, but he couldn't find the fish. He covered all four corners of the lake, searching one corner after another. But no dice, he couldn't find that great big catfish. He thought maybe it's under my boat, so he looked under the boat. No fish. He even checked to make sure that his hook was securely in the bait. And just at that moment, there was a tapping on the bottom of the boat, and suddenly the line was pulled straight, and he pulled in a cute little fish. And the fish flipped one tail on one side, then it flipped a little tail on the other side, and the fisherman said to himself out loud, I wonder if I should throw this little fish back. And the fish said,
Oh, that's a good idea. Just tell him that I'm the one that got away.
and do you know, that's what he did.
Thank goodness.
Oh. So much for your There Is No Santa Claus story. Yeah, I'm sorry. Gee, I'm so sorry, Sherry. Yeah, but you see, a newspaper person has to be very careful to check his or her facts before you print anything.
I'm sorry. It's just that we couldn't figure out why you had a complete whole entire Santa suit in your closet.
I'll tell you another reason.
Why?
I have always envied Santa Claus.
Why?
Because he makes so many people happy every year.
Yeah, but you make us happy every day.
Well, thank you. But last year, I thought I would try it.
Try what?
I said to myself, why can't I pretend to be Santa Claus? Of course, I've never done it before, you know. I mean, they didn't used to let girls do it. But now girls can do anything. So, I'm going to turn myself into a Santa Claus. And because I've never done it before, I may make a mistake or forget what I'm going to do. And if you think I have forgotten what I'm going to do, you can just shout out, Santa Claus! Let's try it. These kids here will help you, and we'll all do it together. So, if I say, if I had a red suit, who would I be? What will you say? That's me.
How can I be a Santa Claus? I gotta have a red suit, of course. If I had a red suit, who would I be? That's me.
What do you think? Do I look like Santa Claus? Do I look like the bottom half of a Santa Claus?
How can I be a Santa Claus? I gotta have a red coat, of course. If I had a red coat, who would I be? That's me.
Okay. Boy, if it takes Santa Claus this long to get dressed, I'm not surprised he only goes out once a year. This is a wonderful outfit for a party. I mean, there's enough room in here to have one. Now, what do you think? Do I look like Santa Claus?
How can I be a Santa Claus? I gotta have a red hat, of course. If I had a red hat, who would I be?
Santa Claus!
That's me. How can I be a Santa Claus? I gotta have a white beard, of course. If I had a white beard, who would I be?
bear or bus. No, I'm going to make the balloons into a reindeer. And I'm going to do it just like all the other Santa Clauses. I'm going to say, on Donder, on Blintzes. No, that's not right. Oh, I have to make sure this turns into a reindeer, because Santa's sleigh would look stupid pulled by a chicken. And also, the last time I made it, I had trouble. I ended up with a two-legged, three-headed camel with a bump on the end of his nose. But there it is. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You gotta have a red suit and a white beard, a reindeer and a little old sleigh. You give happiness with a big laugh. You can be Santa Claus today. I'm gonna be Santa every year, friends. You better believe they will say, dear friends, where there's a will, there's a way. Now I can be a Santa Claus whenever I say, on any old day. Hey, good old Santa Claus, that's me. That's me.
Yay! Yay! Oh, I really love this show.
Like, what do you like about it?
Well, it's got drama and thrills and excitement.
Like, are we watching the same show?
If ever you wake up so sad, you could use a friendly stroke. Just climb into a chair and the moment you're there, tell yourself a joke.
What are two things you cannot eat at breakfast?
What are two things you cannot eat at breakfast? I give up.
Lunch and dinner.
Lunch and wahoo! That's good.
You will never guess what story we're going to tell.
I'll guess. Me.
Lamb Chop, please.
No, sorry, please. I could do it. Pick a story. Pick any story,
Sweetheart,
Pick a story from 1 to 10.
Lamb Chop,
Don't show it to me.
Lamb Chop.
Your story is the pot that would not stop boiling.
How did you know that?
I read it. You think Selena's the only one who could read?
Oh, Selena, you're reading it too, aren't you?
Even I can read.
Can you read too? Can you read too? Oh, well, I've got the book here, so I'll read to you. Is that okay today, Sandeep? Okay, I'm going to read a story I love, and it's all about the oatmeal pot that would not stop boiling. Now, have you guys ever seen an oatmeal pot or a pot of stew? Have you, Robert?
I did.
Well, when it goes bubbling, what does it sound like? That's right. That's right. It goes blub, 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 blub. And so that's the sound that you can make. Sure you can make it. You just go blub, 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 blub. And you do it whenever we talk about
Little pot boiled.
Okay, everybody, will you do that every time that I say,
Or I say,
okay, or she says, little pot boil, what will you do? Okay, we're gonna do it. And here is the story. Once a poor girl lived with her poor father in a town that was so poor that nobody had anything to eat. One day, an old but good witch just happened to be in the neighborhood, and she gave the little girl a pot, telling her,
just say, little pot boil.
and
This pot will boil oatmeal for you. And then, when you say, little pot, stop, the pot will stop boiling oatmeal to you. You're gonna scare her.
I'm not going to scare Selena. I know her too well for that. And so, sure enough, as soon as this poor little girl uttered those magic words, little pot boil, the pot started boiling oatmeal. And then, sure enough, she uttered the magic words, little pot stop, and it stopped. So the poor girl took the pot home, and what did she say?
Little pot boil.
And it boiled enough oatmeal to last for several days. And then she said, little pot, stop. What?
Stop.
stop the story?
No, stop the pot.
Oh, that's what she said, and it stopped. Well, one day, while the little girl was at school, the little girl's father was hungry, and he shouted,
Little pot boil.
and, of course, the pot started boiling lots of oatmeal. But he had not heard that after saying, little pot boil, he had to command the pot to stop boiling. And so over the edge of the pot boiled the oatmeal. And then it slopped over the edge of the table and out the front door and onto the streets and into everybody's houses. Well, this little girl was on her way home from school when she saw a great river of oatmeal flowing through the streets, and she cried out, "Little pot, stop!" And everyone in town had to eat their way back into their houses. But nobody complained because they weren't hungry again for months. And never again did the little girl have to say, "Little pot, boil," which is a pity, because it is so much fun to say, "Little pot, boil." The end.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end.
How do I turn you off?
Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
Okay,
Some
okay.
people
I get the
started
joke.
singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever.
I can't
just
believe you
because
guys.
This is the song that doesn't end.
Okay,
Yes,
I've had it.
goes on
That's it.
and on,
That's
my
it.
friend.
What are you doing?
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll
No,
continue
this, no, no, no.
singing it
This is the
forever
last
just
time, right?
because
This is it.
the
This
song
is
that
it. This is it.
Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Some people
Okay, if you guys can keep that up, I want you to go far, far away. Go, go, go. No, no, no. Keep on going. Woo, look. Woo.
This is the song that...
Charlie, horse! No, no, stop, stop, stop. Charlie, stop. I want you to go away. Go away. And don't slam the...